So it's official. The news just broke. Cormani McClain, the #1 quarterback prospect in 2023, has officially flipped his commitment from Miami to join Deion Sanders at the University of Colorado. This is back-to-back times Deion Sanders has flipped the #1 quarterback prospect from one of the Florida schools, as they got Travis Hunter last year from Florida State, obviously. So you have arguably the greatest cornerback of all time now coaching back-to-back the #1 quarterback prospects in their respective classes. You know, as far as Cormani's concerned, I mean, the kid's legit. Tall, 6'2", long, rangy, athletic. The kid's got great ball skills. I think he started out as a wide receiver. You know, once he develops from a technical standpoint, he's going to become just a lockdown corner. He's literally going to shut down one side of the field, a lot like Travis Hunter will be able to do this year. And who better to develop him from a technical standpoint than Deion Sanders, you know, literally one of the best players to ever live, right? To have Cormani McClain opposite of Travis Hunter for at least 2 years, Deion is building something special. I truly believe that. You know, ever since the move from Jackson State to Colorado, he's received a fair amount of criticism. You know, the common argument I always hear is, you know, he abandons the HBCU schools, the schools that he wanted to prop up, and they sold out to go to Colorado. First off, he did exactly what he said he was going to do. He did prop them up, right? Deion gave them so much exposure that they just never had before. He showed them the formula for success. It's up to them to carry on that success. Mission accomplished by him. He did exactly what he said he was going to do, bring exposure to these HBCU schools. Now we got Ed Reed at Bethune-Cookman, right? Deion did exactly what he said he was going to do. So I love the move, right? Outside of the move itself, I see a lot of sentiment on social media, particularly Twitter, people that really question whether he will be successful at Colorado. Right? This program has been bad for a real long time. And I see a lot of people predicting that it's just not going to work out for him. Right? This program's just too bad. He's not a good enough coach. He's going to get fired eventually. Right? For me, I'm just not going to bet against Prime. Right? They might not be successful this year, although I will get to my prediction later. But I definitely believe Deion's going to turn this program around, and for a few reasons. First, the most obvious point is he's just going to be able to attract high-level recruits, and he's going to recruit at a national level. He proved that at Jackson State. It wasn't just Travis Hunter that he signed. He signed a bunch of top-level recruits. He also got a bunch of top-level transfers, albeit at a school with minimal resources, right? Colorado has way more resources at their disposal than these other schools. He's simply going to be able to attract top-level talent. If he could attract them to HBCU Jackson State, he's going to be able to do that at a Power 5 program, right? So the talent is going to be there, first and foremost, right? The second thing is I think Deion's going to hire a fantastic coaching and support staff to develop their players on and off the field. I've listened to a lot of his speeches, and to me, he genuinely seems like someone that really cares about the future of his players, right? I mean, he can talk very harshly to them, right? He can be brutally honest. I actually like that, right? I think young people do need to get hit with this reality check, and he definitely hits them with it. He keeps it real with them, and I definitely appreciate that. He is being his authentic self, but he's going to be able to provide them with the chance to develop, and the best way to do that is to surround the program with great people. And I think he's just someone that great people will gravitate towards. He has just this personality that's going to attract the best and brightest people, whether it be coaches or support staff positions. So that's another big thing. And then third, I think the point that I believe most people are missing is he's going to inspire them to play with an edge that just so many coaches can't replicate. And this might sound ridiculous, but you know, just listen to his speeches, right? I've actually gotten chills listening to them. The way he speaks to his players about the disconnect between their dreams and their effort, that's going to land with these high-level recruits. And he's eventually going to sign them more and more, right? He's done it already. He's going to keep doing it. They all want to go pro. every kid that goes to college, they have a goal to go to the NFL to be a professional athlete, right? Most of them just simply don't have the work ethic to do so. Right? That's that disconnect that Deion notices. He said it in his speeches. You tell me you want this dream, but your work ethic shows otherwise, right? Every coach, teacher like myself, I teach high school, even adults in general, we all try to encourage young people to give it their maximum effort. Right? But Deion's actually lived this, right? He's someone that gave his maximum effort and achieved his goals and ultimately became one of the best players at his field ever, right? I can tell with young people that as adults, we can tell them all we want about giving maximum effort. But for the most part, they look at us and wonder why we didn't give it when we were their age, right? Why are they telling us to do this when clearly we didn't do that? Because if we did, we certainly would be more successful than what we were. Obviously, that's not the case with Deion, right? Like, who are these kids more likely to listen to? Some guy who didn't get past high school football, or one of the greatest players to ever play football? Who are they going to get more out of? Right? Who's going to be able to get more out of these players? Deion knows what it takes to be in the NFL, right? If you don't think that this type of mentality is going to resonate with his players, you're just wrong. Right? He's going to get the absolute best out of his elite players, especially. Travis Hunter is going to be the hardest worker on Colorado. I firmly believe that. This kid, Cormani McClain, is going to be an incredibly hard worker. Deion's going to get that out of them. And when your best players are your hardest workers, it's so infectious. It just bleeds down to the rest of the team. And to me, the best players he is going to get the absolute best out of them. The guys who really want to go to the NFL and have that potential to do so, right? He is going to get the best out of them, and it's just going to be infectious for the whole team. I love the move from the very beginning. Deion was recruiting at a high level at an HBCU school, getting kids that they have never gotten before. He's just going to recruit at a higher level at Colorado. They've just got substantially more resources. The potential for NIL deals that these kids are likely to receive, playing for Deion, living so close to Denver with all the professional franchise that they have, the amount of wealth that's out there, they're just going to have so many more NIL opportunities, and they're going to capitalize on it, in my opinion. Love the hire, and I think he's going to be very successful. I believe in Coach Prime. Right? I believe that he's going to turn Colorado into a really strong program. I even believe that given enough time, there is going to be pressure for him to win immediately, like always. But given enough time, he can eventually get to a point where they are actually going to be playoff contenders. Right? The talent is just going to come. It's going to be overwhelming. And I'm excited to see what he does with this program. Right? They've been bad for so long. I'm excited to see what Deion can do. A little tangent though, I'm excited for this mostly because I love Boulder. I have visited Boulder several times. I'm from South Carolina, I live in South Carolina, love Boulder. Love the entire state of Colorado. It's incredibly beautiful. Denver's just a short drive. Denver's an awesome city in my opinion. Colorado's a state that I've always wanted to move to. Boulder is one of the cities that I've always wanted to move to as well. It's literally right there at the Rocky Mountains. Wake up every morning with snow-capped mountains in the background. It's just beautiful. It's kind of what I want to do. I love hiking, love being in the mountains, just one of the places I want to be. So I kind of have a vested interest in Colorado being successful. So I might be a little biased in my opinion right here, but I do truly believe they're going to be a successful football program. Because just like, imagine what their secondary is going to be with him and Travis Hunter and Cormani McClain. Can you name, this will probably be the best cornerback duo in the country. You know, if Deion can utilize the portal, as he's already shown, right, they have 23 portal players right now. They have the third-ranked portal class. If he can hit on some transfer players in that front seven, that defense is going to be scary good because their back end is just going to be elite, just elite. And some of the guys they've already hit on, right? I'm a Clemson fan, so they got Vontae Bentley, one of our linebackers. Physical, hard-hitting linebacker. He's going to start day one for them. If they can just keep bringing in guys like that, or even better guys like I think they will over time, that defense is just going to be elite quickly. He's going to flip that defense so fast, right? As far as my prediction goes, this is a team that went 1-11 last year. And honestly, they got a brutal schedule this year. Just look at it. They play 5 teams that finished ranked this year. They start off with TCU, who just played for a national title. Then they go to Nebraska with Matt Rule, right? It's such a tough schedule. But I predict that they're going to finish 6-6 and make a bowl game. I really do believe that. And let me tell you, if that does happen, if they do make a bowl game in Deion's first year, watch out. Like, the recruiting is just going to tick up exponentially. They are going to get high-level recruits, and they are just going to flock to Colorado, and they will be Pac-12 contenders in no time, especially as USC and UCLA exit to the Big Ten. Colorado is just going to become a contender quickly because the talent level is just going to be overwhelming for those Pac-12 teams. So I'm excited, right? I'm so excited about what Deion Sanders is going to do at Colorado. But that's all I got for this video. If you enjoy it, please give a like, comment, subscribe. All those things are free. There is a path to monetization for me. Currently, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm a teacher, and I'm also an EMT as my part-time job. I would love not to have to work my part-time job anymore. So getting monetized on YouTube would be the easiest way for me not to do that. I'm going to keep putting out more content. The more likes, comments, subscriptions, views that I get, I'll be able to reinvest into this itself to make it more aesthetically pleasing. I have a mic coming in really soon. I have other things I'm going to do. I'm going to hang up stuff behind the wall. So if you could just help me out, that'd be great. If you like my content, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. It's free to do so, and it would really help me out. But that's all I got. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.